Hey guys, welcome to Studio Hours episode 9, where we'll be talking about balancing business and life. I think this topic is a subject that has started to come up more frequently with the advent of digital businesses. It's clear, because of the nature of online entrepreneurship, it's harder than ever to leave work at the office. It used to be that when you left the office, you left work behind. No one could email you, text you, or ask for updates if you weren't on the clock. You most likely had evenings and full weekends to spend on yourself and your family and the things that mattered most to you. But now those boundaries that used to keep us from working 24/7 are gone. There is no such thing as unavailable anymore. You are expected to always be around to answer questions, provide updates, etc. And while these new rules seem to apply to both traditional 9-to-5 jobs and jobs in the digital marketplace, yarnpreneurs and other entrepreneurs seem to have a harder time than most separating business and life. For some of us, it seems that business is life, right? Especially if we've built a business around a passion of ours, which most of us yarnpreneurs have. I can't think about the last time I spent an entire day without thinking at least once about my business. And on one level, I'm not complaining. I truly love what I do. But burnout is real, and by not having boundaries, not only are we endangering our health and well-being, but we're also endangering our businesses. You can't perform at your best when you haven't had any rest. I made a rhyme. So how can we begin to enforce our boundaries in this digital environment? First things first, what are our boundaries? If you haven't specifically decided to not answer emails on the weekend, then you leave that time open to interpretation. If there's no rule against it, you can just say, oh well, I'll just answer this real quick. So you have to make some tough decisions here. Where are you going to draw the line? I recommend giving your business daily hours. Do you work Monday through Friday from 9 to 5? Great. Post your hours on your website, your social media, etc. Once you've set the boundaries, you have to let others know they exist. Do you need odd hours? Fine. That's the cool thing about having your own business in this marketplace. No one can tell you that you have to work on Mondays or in the morning. You decide what works for your life. Once you have your boundaries in place, it simply becomes a matter of sticking to them. Make sure you come up with an appropriate response for anyone who questions your availability or your commitment. For example, why didn't you answer my email on Monday at 9 p.m.? I think that's poor customer service. Your response: I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to get back to you right away. My business hours are from 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time, but thank you for reaching out to me. I'll get to your concern right away. This might be hard to do in the beginning, but keep it simple. Apologize, but don't make too many excuses. Simply state your boundary and move on. And one last tip: be flexible. If you're constantly breaking one of your boundaries, reevaluate. Maybe it needs tweaking. Make sure you're always open to change, refitting your business to your life as things move around. I hope this episode has shown you how easy it can be to set boundaries and create balance between your work and your life. If you've had any insights after listening to this episode, share them in the group. I'd love to hear.